Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. What's good, what's good, what's good? Hope all is well with you and yours. It's been a little bit of a long day. Had to strap down the furniture on the deck, so that was a lot of fun. My fingertips are still frozen. Holy moly. Mr. Biggs, what's good? Was talking about you a little bit earlier. You and Peak. Yeah, buddy. So I was looking at the list of things that we're going to talk about next week, and we've got more than just a few coins to go over. Really starting to think about what the whatchamacallit, the index could be, right? A GMB index. Paula, how are you? Indeed, it is a happy Sunday. I woke up, and that's a good thing. Can you guys hear me well? Is it Rui Teixeira? How are you? Let me know if I mispronounce your name or not. I hate mispronouncing people's names. So there's a lot to go over. If we actually start thinking about, what news we saw over the past week, there's a lot. Holy moly, this is all crooked and everything. It's a great day. So we've got things like technological advancements, regulatory updates, market trends, strategic partnerships and expansions, financial results and projections, fraud and security concerns, and global crypto adoption. Thank you, Mr. Big, for letting me know you can hear me. I appreciate that. Whew. There was a lot. So with technology advancements, you've got AI expertise, AI-driven promotion of tokens. Yeah, I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that at all. So they used an AI bot to promote various different tokens, and it had a 48% success rate. But basically, let's call it what it is. Somebody used an AI bot to shill coins. And there you go. I don't care what anybody says. That's what it's going to come down to for me, is you're actually just shilling coins. So if you actually play that out in your head and where that's going, what can I use AI to do? Right now, they're telling you I can use AI to shill coins. I can couple that with automation to make it more efficient. And I can literally decide, if I'm Mr. Big, I can decide I like playing around in that, let's call it the 100x space, right? We're calling them the minuscule caps. So I'm playing around in the minuscule caps, and I decide I want this one to go up because I want it to 100x. Did I not just create a tool that could shill that coin for me, get a lot of people to come in, and make it easier for me to rug pull if I was that dev? Isn't that what happened? And that should be scary to like a lot of people. That should be like incredibly scary. So it brings you back to the GMB3, right? Do your own research, know your entries and exits, and invest deliberately. Like, I don't know what other example can bring that to you. Cush hands, what's good? When I saw that news, I sat back and I literally sat back for a minute and thought about it. That's not a small thing. That's a very big deal. It had a 48% hit rate. So, excuse me, some other people might say, oh, well, it missed 52% of the time. If you're a venture capital company, what's going on, Hutanik? If you're a venture capital company, you're going to invest in several different companies, right? You're going to choose a number of companies that you have enough money for to invest in, and you're literally only thinking maybe one or two will hit. Out of 10 companies, and they invest in a lot more than that. Out of 10 companies, I hope one or two will hit. That's only 10, 20%. We're talking this thing had a 48% hit rate. It was able to get people to get into those coins 48% of the time. Captain Banana in the house. So you can do a lot of things with that 48%, right? And that's scary. That's beyond scary. And I'm sitting here and I'm just going, the only way that I'm going to know that a coin is correct, right, is if I do my own research. That means getting into the white paper. If you're a meme, there's no white paper, right? We have a meme. The GMB TV coin is a meme coin until we actually take it over, build it out, and really make it into something. It's still a meme coin. But quickly, that's a meme, right? Quickly, that's a meme coin. But if it's a real coin project, which a lot of these projects, try to be or say they are, read the white paper. First step. Do they have a community? Does that community, and here's something else you have to think about given the AI age that we live in, is that community real? Is that community real? And when you stop and think about that, it's kind of like, how could it not be real? But we face this every day with bot accounts. I mean, heck, Meta is thinking about introducing fake accounts to drive engagement. Like what? So let that wash over you for a second. I'm not going to know if I'm dealing with one of my friends or I'm dealing with a bot, or if I'm dealing with a new friend or I'm dealing with a bot. So it's highly possible that in the future, you're going to have environments where you're dealing with a bunch of bots. Now, the other day I told you guys about how you can use a bot to promote a meme on pump.fun, right? And you can open up several of these bots and have the bots trade amongst themselves. If you're in that business, it doesn't take a lot to set up a bot farm. Yeah, like use a whole bunch of broken down old cell phones and turn them into bots, and then they all just talking to each other, playing with each other, swapping the same money. Swapping the same money, but driving the price up. You see how that goes. So now when you stop and think about it and you look at it on the initial investment side, I've got a meme. I think it's a cool meme coin. I was looking at one and it had 132,000, owners or people that have wallets have traded, right? Bianca, how are you? It doesn't take a lot to actually create that number of bots. So when you go look at a coin's community, holy moly. Then when you go and you try to find news about a given coin, then you've got to figure out, well, what kind of news is it? Is it real news? Is it a press release? Is it floating the bubble? Or is it just BS about a coin to shill the coin? Because one of the ways that they'll shill a coin is, Solana and Cardano owners are really making money and they are also looking at blah, blah, blah coin. There's your hint. There's your hint. That's just shilling a coin. That's a news article being used to shill a coin. And when you look at these spaces, you're like, oh snap! I can wind up at a supposed reputable place and read an article that they allowed, because they're not a news place, that they allowed, and it's just shilling a coin. And that particular author isn't really an author; it's a bot. They've got bots set up as authors, and that bot just makes posts for them on, these bogus articles. And you sit there and you're just like, man, it's becoming harder and harder and harder to do your own research. That's right. That's why you pay attention and you do a little bit of research every day, right? Because at some point you're going to catch something and you'll be like, oh, I'm not going to get involved with that coin. Because the first article you might actually say, oh, I came across that with BlockDAG. Oh, BlockDAG's a great thing. That sounds interesting. Didn't have time. I was doing my morning research, wanted to just, get involved with what's going on that day. So I said, okay, let me make note and keep going. So I kept going, saw another article, kept going, saw another article, kept going and stopped. Why did I stop? I stopped because that headline looks exactly like the other one. Scroll back down. Find the other one. Open the article. Close it. Go back up to the other one. Open the article. Same article, rejigged a little bit. Shilling a coin. So yeah, I mean, do your own research and dig in. Don't be afraid to dig in. You're going to have to. I mean, somebody makes jokes about, the whole pronoun thing. And the reality is that if we're interested in another person in that kind of way, we kind of might want to know, certain things. And it's that level of confusion. It's not disrespect. It's confusion. Somebody else, I saw somebody make another comment about, women's makeup. And I sat there and I said, yeah, guys can't really hide. If we have a blemish, we have a blemish. It's going to be right up in your face. If we have a blemish, we have a blemish. 9 times out of 10, we're not putting on any makeup. Can't hide that. But literally, you'll look on television, they're showing you, women's makeup that cover up every single little imperfection. Oh my God, it matches my color perfectly. Who are you? Right? And it's when you dig. I'm using it for a reason. When you go beneath the surface, meaning when you remove that makeup, that's who they are. And do you still like them? Yeah, you're going to have to do that and then some when it comes to researching coins. Yeah. So right now, I can honestly tell you, I value today, I value the big baggers even more because I know how much work it takes to dig into a coin. And so when Mr. Big says, hey, you might want to, go research this one. He doesn't say, oh, you should go buy this one. He says, hey, I'm into this. This is why you might want to research it. Trust but verify. But I've got a hell of a lot more trust in him than I do in a whole bunch of other people because I know how deep he goes. Hutanik, Joaquin, Paula, just all of the big baggers. Captain Banana, all of the big baggers. Go deep. So it's not that we're perfect because we're not. We kind of bring things to the table because I did the research, I'm in, but really, what do you guys think? Right? Or I did the research thinking about getting in, but I don't know. Let me bring it to the crew. I can appreciate it even more. I really can. Because I'm just looking at, I know what AI is capable of. What we have right now is not AI. It's a stochastic algorithm that guesses at what the next word should be. That said, when AI really gets here, so think about that. Think about what you can do with what we call AI now and what we'll be able to do with AI a year from now, 2 years from now. Compare yourself to Jared. What's going on? Compare everything to what you can do now compared to what you were able to do with AI 2 years ago when it first came out. Now put AI with automation, with, all the other technologies that are out there, and you sit there and you go, damn. It's not hard to connect phones and be able to create phone drones, have a bank of phones, and have them do what you want them to do. Whether it be to slam different social media platforms, whatever it is. Imagine what you'd be able to do. Imagine having more than one AI bot. Excuse me. Imagine having more than one AI bot shill a coin. And they're all pointed at different pockets of people with very little overlap. That's going to maximize the number of people that are going to be able to get in on it. That's crazy. It's nuts. But I sit back and I just kind of go, yeah. And that's just one thing that we saw last week. And what's one of the hottest things that everybody's talking about? AI and crypto. AI and crypto. Wow. And that's not the only place where you can use AI and crypto. There are a lot of places where you can use AI and crypto. Things are just going to get more and more difficult. And if you don't develop those skills now, it's going to be incredibly hard for you to continuously hone those skills in the future. AI right now can do a lot of things, and I just want you to pay attention to it. That's all. I just really want you to pay attention to the different things that are out there. So that's why I keep harping on, got to do your own research. Please do your own research. That's like the number one thing. Everything is based on doing your own research, then knowing your entries and exits, then investing deliberately. It's 1, 2, 3. It's not, let me skip around and do this. No. You have to do your own research. So for whatever you're looking at, whether it be a coin, a stock, an index, an ETF, buying a business, no matter what the investment vehicle is, you have to, for each thing that you're investing in, for each asset, investing in or divesting, I need to do my own research. Then I need to figure out what my entries and exits are. Then I'll be able to invest deliberately. It's tough. It's tough. What did it miss on SUI? It exploded again. I can't find any news on it. Dude, I wish I could tell you. I really wish I could tell you. But at number 12 right now at 522. I mean, there's also something else. There's also just the dang usage. Like, not everything is just, driven by that. Actually, let me look up something. Give me a moment. The last big news we had on SUI, no, that's not the right word, was preferences for base and SUI over other blockchains, people wanting to build on SUI versus other blockchains. That was one. Just bear with me. No, SUI. Damn it. Because there was something else that was out there that people really weren't paying attention to. That was then December 30th? No. That's a lawsuit. What date was that? That was the 15th. There's been news after that. I'm just not finding it. Vanek, was looking at SUI seeing significant increase. At that time, December 15th, they were saying they're going to see significant increase. But I don't know. Not any of you would have been able to watch movies, record movies, and play. So, Mr. Big, I don't know. Hutana, give me a sec. So I don't know what's going on with SUI other than usage. Right? I mean, they've got a lot going on, and they've got big usage. I mean, right now it's at 26.69% year to date, which is Stellar is higher than that at 32.62. BitTensor is higher than that, but there are a few coins that are just coming out of nowhere, swinging for the freaking fences. BitTensor, VeChain, Arbitrum, FET, which is artificial superintelligence. Even Aptos is swinging for the fences. Polygon, Pole is swinging for the fences. You have a lot of coins out there that are in double digits year to date, and this is the 5th day of the year. People ask me all the time why I pay attention to year to date. It's because it gives you a stamp in time by which you can actually measure things from. And just hear me out, in 5 days, you've made 25% plus on a few coins. If you chose the right ones, that's how much money you made. I mean, even HBAR, you're up almost 12%. Damn. In the past 60 days for H bar alone, 60 days. 60 days up 516%, almost 517. Damn. Hutanic, back to the whole AI thing and where technology was in the past to where it's going. He's saying in 1998, if you would have been, you will be able to watch movies, record movies, and play on social media. If you would have said Instagram to me, then I would have said that is a 3 a.m. service. Yeah. And even bigger changes are coming. I was describing this to other people. In my 100%, I would be spending more time on dollar cost out to reach a certain goal. Looking at new things now is almost late. Just my opinion. Nah, for you. For us. For people like us, maybe. For people like us, maybe. For those people that are just getting in, you can still DCA and make some money. But for people like us, we're looking for what's that project that's coming that has potential. Copy, IAG, right? Peak. Just the things that we've been talking about that are way down there, but that are really starting to shoot up. I'm telling you, if you'd have bought Peak when Mr. Big said, "Hey, I'm interested in Peak," you'd be up like what, 30%? I mean, heck, it was 25%. 2 weeks after. 2 weeks after we said something. After he said something about it. Greetings. What's up, Joaquin? During the next, can we talk about the vesting schedules and unlocks of tokenomics and how to evaluate? We can have a conversation about that. Joey Campbell, what's good? Yeah, we can have a conversation about that. I will say this. Do not mistake tokenomics for technical analysis. I'll say it again. Do not mistake tokenomics for technical analysis. They are different. They are different. That is true, but when we see the God candle, it's time to stop accumulating. I think I agree to that. I was quiet for a second because I was thinking about, like, can I make an argument against it? I always look at things from a from the alternative perspective. Can I make a case against whatever was just said, so that there's a good debate right now? That one, yeah, I can buy into that. I can buy into that. The problem is, are people staying abreast enough to see the God candle happening or happen? Because sometimes there is a difference between the God candle happening and people not talking about it for another couple of days, and you're not staying on top of your business. See what I mean? Peak more than 2.5x since Mr. Big mentioned. Yeah, that's some ish today. But like, I think a couple of weeks after that, I was like, damn, it's up to 25%. Damn. Carino Dominic, what's good? So yeah, I mean, the value to the big baggers is more than what I had even dreamed about. And I'm talking one of those good dreams, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Where you wake up and you're like, give me a cigarette. It's like that. I mean, and not just in picking coins, but the process by which each one of us goes about doing our research. Those are gems. Those are huge gems. So those discussions for me it's note-taking time. It is note-taking time. And by the way, Joaquin, we wanted to talk about tokenomics. I think two BBMs a while ago, and we didn't get to it because other stuff came up. And I think one of the reasons why I think because Ty Dolla had brought it up first, and then he comes out of nowhere with freaking Tezos, and we were all amazed by what the heck is going on with Tezos. Like what? So there was that. Oh, Mr. Big, that's sweet. That's sweet. If you want, drop me a note, and then I can drop a note because it's a week from today. The next Big Bagger meeting is a week from today at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you believe a coin is good enough, if you want everybody to do some research before we get to the meeting, shoot me a note about that particular thing, and I can blast that out to the crew. So there's that. There's that. So yeah, there's a lot that we can get out of the Big Bagger stuff that I never would have thought of. I thought nice little community, we'll get together, and hee hee ha ha. We'll talk about some coins, we'll get to know some stuff. But we have such a variety of people, in that group, from newer people that are just getting involved, from mid-level people that are trying to hone their practice on doing the research and looking into things, and senior people that everything is secondhand to them. So now it's not the research that they're looking for, it's the overall impact, it's larger views that can help them hone the road going forward, right? So it's stuff like that. I feel like I have been ready to knock something out of the park for 6 years, like snowboarding, snowboarding and basketball to get a dunk. Snowbirding? Never heard that term. To get a dunk on a fast break. Okay. I don't do basketball. I mean, I'm only 6'3", so I'm short. So I've never been into basketball. But yeah, I'm there too. Where I'm waiting for, you can almost taste that big boom. Almost there, not there. Almost there, not there. The token unlock subject is precisely related to peak. Yep. That's a good one. Yeah, cherry picking. And it's hard to cherry pick. So I think one of the best examples out there on cherry picking is technically, from a technical perspective, Pith has better technology than Chainlink. Chainlink's been there longer. They've got more deals in hand, and it'll be more than just a little bit before Pith can compare with that amount of data. They're working on it. Don't get me wrong, they're working on it, but they're a long way. Long way. That's like comparing right now PayPal's, stablecoin to Tether. Could they? Would they? Will they? It's possible, but it's probably going to be a really long time. It's going to be a really long time before they get there. I'm vested in Peak for 2 years before they are unlocked. I also bought more because I didn't want to wait. That sounds like a really good Big Bagger conversation. Really good Big Bagger conversation. Really, really good. What else happened? So regulatory update. Wait a minute, Mr. Big. See it through on 2-year holds. Okay, I'm not going to get into it. Let's see. Bing X Labs invests $5.3 million in Babylon to enhance Bitcoin staking. That wasn't small. Hive Digital moved to Texas, right? And then says that they might be able to increase their mining capacity to 15 exahashes per second. Like what? by the end of 2025. That's huge. Reason why they moved to Texas, because you can get land in Texas, you can build out in Texas, you can do it quick, and if you come with your own power supply, that's a good thing, because whatever power you're not using, it goes into the grid, and Texas is happy. Plus, they get all that, all those taxes and everything, so that's a big deal for them. But that's a big move by Hive Digital. Micron introduces comprehensive regulatory framework for assets in EU and goes live. China's new crypto regulations really have me stumped, because they're almost the exact opposite of Hong Kong. What they want to do is they want to kind of put the brakes on people having digital assets leave the country. It's just like the yuan. You're allowed to export some of your money, only this amount of money per year. So it takes years for you to do anything. And if you want to leave the country, sure, go ahead, but you're not going to leave with all your money. Or by the time you can, you'll be old and buried. But when I look at it all, I'm sitting back and I'm kind of saying to myself, China's got an affluent person exit problem that they're trying to stop. That's going to be hard. So new regulations are stopping people from being able to do things, but if they've already done stuff, they're not going to be able to stop those people that already did it, like flipping their assets into digital and then leaving the country, and now they've got their digital assets with them, so a significant portion of their money. Yep. It's big. It's big. And I really wish you'd stop saying BBM. That really sounds kinky. I'm just saying. If I knew they were going to make me vest like that, I would have never done it. Oh. Now that's going to be an interesting conversation. Stop there, please. That's going to be a really interesting conversation. The IRS has delayed their crypto tax reporting rules until next year, until December 31st, 2025. Why? None of the exchanges are ready. First in, first out, highest in, highest out. Nobody's ready for that. So they're still reporting, but they because the IRS realized what you're reporting, we're having problems keeping up with. Why is the IRS having problems keeping up with it? It's because a lot of people will buy things on Coinbase and then send it to their non-custodial wallet. So not really a taxable event, considering I didn't sell what I have. I sent it to this wallet. Here's the wallet. It's my wallet. Okay, not a taxable thing. And the IRS has to sift through all of that. Ha 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 ha. Which is why they want to, tighten up those rules. Henson, what's good? Happy, birthday weekend. So yeah, there's a lot. Hutanic, take your behind to the corner. I wasn't saying it, but I knew exactly why. And that's why I said, stop saying it, because and you had to say it out loud. Go to the corner. And where's Patient One? Yeah, I figured we didn't see you, Henson. I figured we didn't see you on Friday because you were having some fun. And I didn't think we were going to hear from you yesterday either, because having some fun. I'm happy that we are hearing from you now, because it means that we don't have to start a GoFundMe account for you. Yeah, I got... Oh, man, this is going to be the first time. This might be the first time this is happening, everybody. Mark your calendars. Mr. Big, take your butt to the corner, because that was funny. I guess I set it up. Hutanic knocked it down, and then Mr. Big hit it out the park. Grand slam right there. Oh, damn. I can't even. Joaquin, you might as well go to the corner too. So the three of you wind up in the corner. You guys are ridiculous. You guys are absolutely ridiculous. Anywho, back to the news. And remember, this is all news that we got this week. If you went over to growmybag.tv, all these articles are there. They're all there. They're all sitting there for you, ready for you to rock and roll and read them. BlackRock's ETF saw $37 billion in inflows. Meme coins. I forgot the timestamp on that. Might be a couple of weeks, but still 37 billion. $1.14 give or take, assets under management just for digital assets. And Henson wants to get sent to the corner too because he's already thinking pizza party. I just can't with you guys. You guys are just so bad. Such bad influences. And Mr. Big coming out of nowhere. Because, he's always got the poker face on. So him coming out of nowhere having something to say, that's like, come on now. Really? Really? You used to be my rock. Never got in trouble. And here you are. Leading the way to the corner. You guys are ridiculous. You guys are ridiculous. Funny as hell, though. Birthday pizza. Okay. All right. So it's birthday pizza. You had birthday pizza the other night. All right. Birthday weekend pizza. Okay, fine. You've got meme coins, AI-driven crypto projects gaining traction. Now, here's something for you to think about. AI with NFTs. I'm just going to leave that there. Binance obtained broker-dealer license in Brazil. That's not small. That's big. The other day, you heard me talk about how exchanges are turning into stock companies, broker-dealers. Crypto.com is doing it here. I think Coinbase is doing it in Cyprus with the Bucks purchase, BUX. So you've got a lot of stuff going on. On the other side, you've got Morgan Stanley saying that they're probably going to do something with E-Trade, and that's in response to Charles Schwab, who owns TD Ameritrade, who owns Thinkorswim, saying back in November, saying that they were going to do something. So you've got the melding of two worlds right there. And remember, these are investment houses. You can call Morgan Stanley a bank, but it's really an investment bank, right? Charles Schwab, investment bank. And you sit there and you're just like, dang. So from both sides, shooting toward the middle. From both sides, everybody wants to do crypto and stocks, crypto and stocks, crypto and stocks. So how long will it be before somebody buys Robinhood? Do you think it's going to be a long time before somebody buys Robinhood? I'm telling you, I'm going to probably go out and buy some Robinhood shares right now. Why? Because I would be able to buy Robinhood shares, and as soon as it gets announced, Robinhood shoots up. Sell. If I do it right now, I maximize the amount of time before, a purchase happens. Robinhood, it's impossible. I think it's impossible for Robinhood to be left as a standalone business for that much longer. Citi supposedly has a platform, and if they do, ha. Because name a platform right now that compares, from on the stock side, that compares to E-Trade and Thinkorswim. And what makes Thinkorswim mad powerful is the fact that people are writing and selling scripts for it. I know because my main man, Elliot, is building scripts for Thinkorswim to be sold. So when you talk about community, wow, Thinkorswim is the one. TD Ameritrade was smart for snatching them up, and Charles Schwab was smart enough to snatch up TD Ameritrade. Yeah. Luckily, they're not involved with Ameritrade because that would have been a problem. Oops, my reference was from Deliverance, not... Joaquin is looking to stay in the corner. He left the other day in the corner, owning the corner, and he's waking up still in the corner because he basically never went. I can't even repeat what Mr. Big said because it can't be repeated. Holy moly, I just can't. It's ridiculous. Strategic partnerships. KuCoin launches KuCoin Pay. Do you remember that? KuCoin launched KuCoin Pay, offering retailers cryptocurrency transaction solutions, competing with Binance Pay and PayPal and everybody else and the credit card companies that are inserting themselves in the middle. Yeah. We're literally watching disruption happen right now. And I keep reminding you, this is just news over the past week. The past week. What? Yeah. We're not talking over the past month, over the past year. In one of these old time environments, that would have been enough news for the year. For the year. And in crypto land, we're talking about, this just happened in the past week. La 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 la. Yeah. Yeah, that's something to think about. But a broker-dealer license in Brazil, that's not small. That's big. Something else I wanted to touch in on. So Coinbase acquired BUX's Cyprus unit. Cyprus. Go look up Cyprus. Go look up rich people tax haven. You'll see a picture of Cyprus. You'll find a lot of like Russian money in Cyprus. Yeah. Go look it up. That wasn't by mistake that they did that. They want to be in Cyprus. Now they are in Cyprus. That gives them a foothold, a really strong foothold in Europe. Really strong. Madly strong. So yeah. And like I said, this is over the past week. Right? MicroStrategy increasing its Bitcoin holdings to 446,400 BTC. Pump.Fund's meme coin platform achieving record revenue. Shocker there. And then, not for nothing, but Sun Pump. You got to look at Justin Sun and say he had enough money to build a mimicking launchpad based on Tron, and how much money is he making just from being able to do that? Being able to say, I have enough money, I can have somebody build that out, and now we've got a cash machine. Which he does. Don't play. I mean, I don't like Justin Sun. I wouldn't touch anything that he touches, but you got to respect his game. You got to respect the game. I tell people that because, yeah, that's big. That's big. Let's see. Marathon Digital forecasting Bitcoin to reach 200,000 by the end of this year. That might be too low. Let that wash over you. That might actually be too low. Mr. Big, when we launch the new platform, which is dangerously close, that's exactly what'll happen. That's what I've been talking about. We're gonna have our own group for big baggers, our own group for baggers, and there's not gonna be any junior baggers. So you're only gonna have baggers and big baggers, and everything else goes corporate, right? Companies that want to be involved in Grow My Bag, and those will be private groups where we'll be able to talk to each other just in those groups. Just in that group. And then, of course, you'll be able to DM. George Hinson, what's going on? So you'll be able to do a lot of stuff as big baggers when we launch the new platform. We're being really, really tight with it. Really, really tight with it. I have questions. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, and one of us would have answers most likely, or we would help with the research to get to the answer. Yeah. Literally, we're going to have a full-blown social media platform. So what we're doing now, being able to chat while I'm on a show, we'll be able to do that on Grow My Bag. Being able to DM each other because we only want to talk to one other person, right? We'll be able to do that. Joaquin had a problem the other day, and he was like, Eddie, if you don't have the answer, I know who Tanik knows. But he was able to figure it out. But So imagine we'd be able to reach out to each other like that. That's what we're building. Now you know why it's taken such a long time, because it's not as easy as what people think. Oh, you just do this, and oh, you just do that, and no, it's a lot of freaking work. It's a lot of freaking work, and you want to know why I don't have a lot of money to invest in crypto? Is because I'm investing in Grow My Bag. It takes a lot of money to build this stuff out. Rick Ritchie, what's good? It's like waiting for Christmas. Yeah. And you know what's even worse is that I see it. Like I've seen what we have, and I'm like, oh. So every time you guys ask a question, I'm just like, because I know it's sitting right there. But we need to check it. We need to make sure that it's working the way we want it to work. And then we have to worry about, and it's not just, does everything work the way it's supposed to work? It's also, can it scale the way we think it's going to scale? Oh, Mr. Big, for sure. You have a lot of in and outs to make money, for sure. I'm probably going to get smacked for that. Yeah, I let it slip. My bad. India's partnered with Google and Meta to combat crypto scams, focusing on pig butchering. That's good. Tangam Wallet. Somebody made that announcement earlier in the week, and then I finally popped an article out. Yeah, it's a freaking problem with Tangam Wallet. And it took the community's itching, I said itching, to get them to do something, say something. So will I ever buy that? I will never buy that product. I will never buy one of their products. Why is that? I will never buy one of their products because I have a problem with lack of transparency. I have a problem with that. There's some things that you want to keep to yourself. That's for sure. Just corporate knowledge. Okay, it is what it is. But something like that, you had a security breach. I need transparency around that. I don't need you to tell me what your secret sauce is and how you do all that. But yeah, I'm not trying. Nah, no sir. I'm good off that. I'm good off that. And think about this. There are a lot of products that can be made where you can type in your keys, and you didn't send your keys anywhere. You typed in your keys and you get to put it away, and there's your hardware wallet. Just saying. There are a lot of things that people can do. So the thought that I would send somebody my keys to do something with them, like, nah. But even Tangam Wallet as just a wallet, no. That's why I keep comparing SUI to Solana. Solana has a problem. They have a network gremlin, but one of their devs comes out and says, "Oh, we're quantum, resilient." Bruh, are you serious? You can't even tell us why you had the last network problem, let alone the other four that happened throughout 2024. And we're now supposed to believe that you're quantum resilient? Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Sui, on the other hand, had a freaking problem and was like, hey, everybody, we had a problem. This is what the problem is. We're working on it. Came back and gave us reports and then said, yeah, so to confirm, this was what the problem was, and we fixed it. It was addressed and fixed. Who do I want to do business with? Where do I want to be? The idea of a wallet using email services is... Man, Hutanic, like, for real, dude. For real. Like, think about this. Some of us are very senior in the game. We've been at this for a really long time. So for us, the sillies, you can just see it. You can just see it. Oh, that's a train wreck. Can you get me some popcorn, please? Get me the toffee one. I'm just going to sit here and just... Because you can see it. You can see it happening. But then, what happens is you wind up getting just a level of dumb that you just can't deal with. You're just like, you can't even understand how that happened. And it stems from people not understanding or having a good foundation about crypto. Think about it. These people do not have a good foundation about what is crypto and where did it come from? What does it mean? What can I do with it? Blah, 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 blah. Everything that's in my book. A basic foundation. There are some people that say, oh, I know about, so I literally had a conversation with someone and they were like, yeah, your book is really meant for, real newbies, I'm a bit beyond that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. And then they asked me something and the answer was in the book. And I sat there and in my head, I'm saying, this person thinks they are more than a newbie because they're doing, I guess, next level transactions, right? But there's a difference between figuring out how to do a transaction and somebody giving you the step-by-step process. That step 1, do this, step 2, do that, and you follow those steps. Some of us are the people that are actually creating the steps. Which one do you want to be? The people that are doing their own research, we're creating the steps. People that don't do their own research are following the steps. Now, the problem with that is, are you following the right people? Or are you following the rug pulls? Are you following the big mistakes? You read step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, did it all, came up to a problem, and then you read the article lower and it goes, oh, a change to step 5, an update to step 5. Because you didn't even bother to read the whole thing. Didn't even bother to compare those steps to steps that somebody else has. Just did the steps. It's as simple as that. Like literally, don't register your hardware serial number for a warranty. Buy several wallets and forget registering them. Okay, I have to say it. Why the heck would you... Why would you think about registering? What? Yes, Paula, trust but verify. But I have zero trust in your steps. Zero. If you're a big bagger, okay, trust but verify. If you're not a big bagger, oh yeah, no, I'm not going to trust anything you have to say. Jack, I'm going to do my own research. I'm going to do my own research. But back to the hardware thing. Why would... You want to know why hardware wallets exist? The truth behind hardware wallets? So that literally I can take my hardware wallet and hand it to somebody else and now it's their hardware wallet. Here are the keys, here's everything. Keep it moving. A true OTC transaction. Thanks for the car. Here's the wallet. They open it up, verify the assets are there. Done. Anonymity is a beautiful thing. You lose it when you register. What the hell? What the hell? Hutanic, you're just evil. You get... Mr. Big, like for real, we have no sense. None. Not some, none. Go ahead and give them your mobile number too. We can be vicious sometimes. And that right there was the choice of violence. Have me tearing. Like, seriously. We say things in jest, but what we're really saying is, please do your own research. Please know your entries and exits. Please invest deliberately. Everything gets summed up in those 3 rules. Everything gets summed up in those 3 rules. right? There are different there are multifacets. You know, each one of those rules is multifaceted. And yes, the book is coming out. I have it in somebody's hands that's rereading it for me and going through it. And then it gets over to, you know, the designer, and they lay out the book and all that good stuff, and it becomes real. But that's one of the things. Those are some of the things that, you know, you get to. You said it yourself. Ain't nobody got time to read a book. That's gonna be a hurdle. Please record an audiobook, preferably in your own voice. But if not, anything will do. Perhaps a voice with helium. Somebody else said a voice with helium, or did you say it twice and you're saying it again? Was it Joaquin that said it? Because now you're in the corner too, you little smart aleck, Captain Banana. It's rare that she gets sent to the corner, but she's in the corner now. Just what's up? All right, so here's the deal about the book. I listened to the book. It takes a few hours to listen to the book. If I was to do a digital copy of the book, which I plan on doing, oh my God, Joaquin is trying to own the corner, not just be in the corner. There are things that actually can, you know, read aloud, right? So there are ebook readers that can read the book aloud to you. If you flip it to being, oh my God, and Mr. Big pats him on the back. Like, are you serious? It's hard to get through everything with you guys just cracking up. This is another reason why we need the big baggers. Because we can be like dead serious, but we can still approach it with cracking each other up. It's awesome. It's awesome. So I was getting on somebody the other day because, you know, the conversation had started off going awry, right? And I was just like, so I had to hammer them on it. And they were like, damn, you just chose violence. I said, yeah, but it made you laugh. And because it made you laugh, you will not forget that mistake. And you probably won't do it again because you will not forget that mistake. And they were like, yeah. I said, see? So anyway, back to the book. The book will have an electronic version. And once we create the ebook, then we'll also have the materials for an audiobook. So all three will probably be completed within a short time frame of, you know, the drop. So there's a lot. It's not a small book. It's a big book. It takes you from, this is the foundation on crypto. And then it says, here's the GMB3 and how it can be applied, how they can be applied in crypto, in the stock market, and in business for mergers and acquisitions. There's that. OBG Junior, what's going on? So there's all that stuff. So yeah, and the table of contents. Do I have it open? Oh, I don't have it open. The table of contents is huge. It's huge because you might choose to read sections of the book for where you are, right? And what that will do is make it so that I'm looking at buying a business, I'm looking at selling my business. I can go and I can look at this and I can see, okay, so these are some of the things that I need to think about. Oh, okay. I'm interested in stock market. I'm interested in doing this, that's, that, and the other. Let me go zip to that space. Oh, right. Because maybe I'm not worried about doing my own research. I've already done research. I need some tips on. I need to know my entries and exits. And like I said, each one of those rules is multifaceted. So will it be a deep dive on knowing your entrance and exits? Yes, there is a deep dive on knowing your entries and exits. But like I said, it's a multifaceted thing. Knowing your entries and exits can be applied to know the price point that you want to get in at, know the price point you want to get out at, know the industry you want to get in on, industries you want to get out of. So there are different facets on that. knowing the timeline at which you want to get in, the timeline at which you want to get out. And you see how doing your own research leads to knowing your entries and exits, leads to giving you the ability to actually invest deliberately. So I can say that there's something in there for everybody, right? Whether you're a senior, whether you've been at this, you're an OG, you've been at this for a minute, or you've been at this for a split second. There's something in there for everybody. And it'll take your thought process all the way through. All the way through. And it's all three. So you know how we had the class on learning how to do your own research. Well, that's been folded in and updated and included in this larger book. So imagine there's the class. So you can see what's coming, right? That's right. There'll be a class for all three when we go forward. Right? There'll be a class for each one as we go forward. And of course, the class will be, the class will be self-study. Captain Banana's been waiting freaking forever. And what's painful is that I could have released this class on the old platform and she'd have been happy as a pig in shit. But we want to release the class on the new platform so that when she goes to take the class, we can see how she's doing, how she feels about it, and other people, and just keep going from there. At this point, it is avoidance of black swans over the target. It's more than that. I would say it's more. I don't disagree. I'm just saying it's more. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're there's a lot. There's a lot. Tokenomics is in the book. That's why I told you guys before. Don't look at tokenomics as, technical analysis. The Bucks won. Did the Ravens play today or did they already play? I haven't been watching football. I mean, I'm not going to be on football until I'm done with this stuff. And then I have other stuff I need to work on. So I haven't been watching football. Like all day long, I've been listening to music and just working. Working on the site, working on the book, working on the site. So there's that. So Captain Banana, you have your wish. It will not be my voice. I just don't have that kind of time. And some people will say, "Oh, well, you can record your voice and let AI read it." Nope. Not going to happen. That's like letting AI have my fingerprint, and the next thing you know, I'm getting arrested because, right? So yeah, nah. How do you access the members only on YouTube? You can't. What do you mean the members only? You mean the members only content? There's not a lot, but that's really not a thing. All that stuff is going to be on Grow My Bag. All of it. All of it. So that I wish I could show you. I'm hoping next weekend I'll be able to show the big baggers some stuff. When I tell you we're working on it, the amount of work that's going into this is ridiculous. And we started off with everything just being on the back end. Like nothing looks pretty. Nothing's been prettied up. It's all right there, right? Like on the back end, how does this page work? How does this page work? How does this page work? Now we're worrying about, okay, how does this page look? How does this page look? How does this page look? It's form and function first. User experience and look and feel second. And that's what we're on right now. So there's that. And then there's going to come a point where we're going to be removing like a lot of content from YouTube so that YouTube will have a rolling amount of content, right? So there'll always be this amount of content on YouTube, but all of the content will be over here. And then down the road, we'll have an app. We'll have, I can say that out loud, but there's other stuff that I'm only going to say to the big baggers. FDL, or did you mean FDV? Liquidity or value? Is it a good metric? I would say yes. USDT is 80% treasury bonds, and bank FDIC reserves are poo in traditional banks. Any metric that I can get my hand on is a good metric to me. Here's why. I never use a standalone metric. I mean, unless you're talking about pregnant, not pregnant, dead, not dead. Right? When I was in high school, that meant that was one and the same. Because my mother had one, don't you come home. But all jokes aside, I never use one metric. And even if I don't use that metric alone, that metric might still be used to add color to the whole picture. That's why it has value to me. So that might not work for you, but that works for me. It's always worked for me. Yesterday, Ravens, Browns. Yeah, I heard it was a Lamar Jackson show. How is he? There's no way in the world. Polymarket has him at a 17% chance of being MVP. And I'm like, if he doesn't get the MVP, and Lord help you if it's another quarterback. Lord help you if it's another quarterback. But see, we're not going to talk about sports. We're not going to talk about politics. All done. 8 pause. What's good? This is part 1 of 2. Another YouTuber video about driving up to Canada and bringing. That's the equivalent of bringing cash across state lines. You're supposed to declare that, and there's that. 18th largest treasury bond customer in the world. Yep. Now, Hutanic, I've been saying it for a while. So doesn't it amaze you that the United States wants to hammer Tether? Tether is helping the United States in major ways, including law enforcement. But the United States has been hammering Tether. Like, what? Makes sense from a certain perspective. And other perspectives, I'm just like, yeah, nah. Paula, have a great rest of your day. It's not insurmountable, I'm sure, because nothing is insurmountable. You just take bites and you just keep at it. You'll be fine. But it is getting late, and I want to go to relax with the kids and everything. Everybody, if you like what I'm doing, hit the like button. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. But even more importantly, become a big bagger. The big bagger meeting is next week, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 week from today. And it's going to be loaded. Yes, we will be talking about tokenomics. Yes, we will be talking about the Big Bagger Index. There are a lot of coins that I made the list. The list is there. We made the list, or I made the list. I'm going to talk it over with the big baggers because it captures all the things that they've been talking about. Hence, Big Bagger Index. And so we're going to talk about that. And it's only going to be released to the big baggers. We're not talking about it with anybody else. Only the big baggers. And that's a live video call that happens between the big baggers at least once a month. As the big bagger space grows, and it has been growing, I'll be looking to do that more often. Now, back to 8 pause, because I was waiting for that. They both say gold is okay to transport across border because it isn't legal tender. Yes. So why are other countries selling U.S. treasuries and buying up gold? They've always been buying up gold. It's something that's tangible. Treasuries are based on the dollar. The dollar is devaluing. That's all inflation is. It's a currency that's dying. The more inflation there is. Yes, grandkids. Big out. Have a good one, man. Hugs to the grandkids. But that's why. But that's the reason why. The gold wool is getting pulled over our eyes. Not really. They tell you can have gold. They just don't talk about it a lot. You want to know who owns gold? Rich people, rich folk. People that do their own research, no, they should have gold. Costco sells gold. Costco sells gold bars. And depending on when you buy those gold bars, you can actually make money flipping those gold bars. But they don't tell you about all the fees and everything else, but you can still make money doing that. But holding something tangible, actually holding the gold bars, yeah, that's just going to make sure it's safe. It's fireproof safe and all that good stuff. So yeah. Anyway, everybody, if you like what I'm doing, hit the like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel. And if you can, it's only $120 a year. Become a big bagger. It's well worth it. The video conference call alone is well worth it. What we're bringing to the table in the very near future is going to be even more worth it. Everybody, this is Eddie J on Crypto. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for your time, your